Well, hello there, Sagittarius. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're going to just check in and see how the energies are for you. We're going to take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or advice from Spirit. All right, let's take a look. Let's jump into it. Let's see what's on the horizon for you. And talking about horizons, you have the Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Okay, so the buffalo is actually one of the most spiritual animals in the deck because the buffalo uses their hooves to travel across the plains, right? And churns up the earth. And with that, it's a very grounding energy whenever we're really and truly connecting to Mother Earth. And then the other thing is that the buffalo keeps their eye on the horizon, keeps their eye on the heavens. So they're connected both with the heavens and with the earth. It's also the number 10. And so it's kind of like the energy of you're at the end of a difficult path or a chapter, that there's something new. And it's almost like I'm getting the energy here where you're running towards, right, something new, looking forward, very excited, almost stampeding towards what it is that you are wanting. You can kind of like see it on the horizon. Yeah, and compassion. You are loved unconditionally. And what else do we have here? Solitude and silence prevails. I feel like there's an energy here where you may have felt like you've been very solitary for some time, okay? You could have been single, not in a romantic relationship. You could have felt like a lot of people maybe have left your life, whether it's family or friends. You could have moved to a new area and you just haven't been able to meet new people. There's also this energy of feeling like you're alone at work. You see how she's reading that book there, right? But it's kind of like alone at work. So you could even, work in a big office where you go to the office and you're surrounded by people all day long, but you feel very lonely, like you don't really connect to the people that you're surrounded by. That can be a very lonely feeling, right? When we're either living or working in environments where we feel like there's people around us, but we don't connect to them for one reason or another. There's also this energy of wanting to do something independently and on your own, but perhaps not being able to at this time. Part of this difficult path, okay, that you've been on for some time, but is opening up for you, okay, you're not going to be alone for much longer, is the energy of learning how to unconditionally love yourself. You could have been up against a lot of people in your life, right, or situations, whether it's personal or at work, where you feel like people didn't get you, right? You couldn't connect to them, that they didn't unconditionally love you. They wouldn't let you be part of the group, whether that was a family dynamic or a work dynamic or a friend dynamic, unless you conformed to what it is that they wanted, right? Now, if you think about buffalo travel, I think they're called herds, but in large groups, right? They're not independent. And they do almost like move as one unit. I feel like for some time you may have felt like you had to be part of a group. You had to go along with a group perhaps in order to survive. So you could have had a job or something like that where you felt like, I can't be too independent. I can't go out on a limb and really share my ideas or speak my mind, speak my truth, share who I really am with the people around me, because, right, I'm going to be either stampeded over or I'm going to be shunned from the group. So it's almost like you have allowed yourself to, shun yourself, not share who you truly authentically are with other people in order to be part of the herd, right, of the group of animals. But at the same time, understanding that when we do that, we're not loving ourselves unconditionally. We're almost kind of like allowing ourselves to only love ourselves if in order to fit in with a group. Very interesting message coming out here. Yeah, the first card dropping here is courage. I think you're either finding the courage, or there's two scenarios here, because it is a general reading. Either you've had to find the courage to go your own way, and now you're kind of like, wow, okay, I'm not having to give up my authentic self to fit in with a group, but I haven't found anybody else, right? I'm kind of out here on my own. Or you're now finding the courage to really, truly speak your mind, to say what it is that you're feeling, or sharing your ideas, sharing your truth, sharing who you are. Wow, look at these cards. They're just like, yeah, the Ascended Masters are coming in. Okay, I think that this could have a relationship situation, but I really and truly feel like this is more work-oriented, career-oriented, lifestyle-oriented. The way that you are showing up in the world on a daily basis. Really interesting, because we have the full moon in Taurus on the 15th, and that is actually going to be in your 6th house of daily habits and work, right? What you're doing on a daily basis. So even if you're retired, or you don't have a career at this time, right? It's about allowing yourself to see how you're showing up in your daily life, right? With the people that you are interacting with. There is a sense that you're feeling left out, okay? Feeling like you don't have what other people want. And yet at the same time, I'm getting a strong message of recognize, yeah, you've been deceiving yourself. Okay? You've been deceiving yourself. A strong message of not recognizing that you have what it is that you need. You have the Magician here, right? That you're thinking, I don't have what it takes to belong to a group or to start a business and be successful. I don't have what it takes. It's almost like you're seeing, as Pluto is in its last days of Capricorn here, and it transits finally into Aquarius on the 19th and will stay there for 20 years. It's almost like you're seeing for the first time that you've been holding yourself back, thinking that you had to belong to a group, you had to conform, you couldn't be your true authentic self, you couldn't do it on your own. Like some of you may have felt like, well, I have to have a business partner, or I have to have somebody that invests in me, instead of allowing yourself, to go in the direction that you know, Sag, is right for you, without any conditions. This is the energy of unconditional, having compassion for yourself and loving yourself unconditionally, right? Not allowing yourself to only love yourself when you're at a certain weight, or you've acquired a certain amount of status or money or some kind of goal. Or if you're married, right? Or I love myself when I have children. There's something here. The devil energy is coming out again. This is Capricorn energy, and Pluto is in Capricorn. The last few days here, really kind of like allowing yourself to see, okay, how you work with others, and because it was in your second house, how your energy around how you value yourself is based on how other people value you, right? Their opinion of you. And it could also be about your material worth, that you're only loved, or you feel like you can only acquire love or happiness, joy, everything that you are wanting when you finally reach some destination. Yeah, this is totally changing your life. When you realize, no, I love myself for the way that I'm showing up every single day, right? It's not the destination, it's the journey. Really kind of interesting messages coming out this week. I'll have to say, I am going to be honest, it has been really a difficult couple of weeks, even a month, I would say, with this end of Capricorn. The last really 6 weeks have been very difficult. And I'm a Gemini. So we're opposite signs, but I'm a Gemini. That Pluto has been in my 8th house, right? It's been in your 2nd house. This is the energy of understanding that you have the worth. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of everything that you are wanting to experience in this lifetime when you allow yourself to love yourself, even if those things are in your 3D, just kind of like stampeding and knowing, no, wait a minute, if I believe it's on my path, then it is on my path. It's already on my path. So it's kind of like, I don't have to worry about hitting the destination. I get to enjoy the trip going to the destination. Really interesting. And it's not even the destination. How many times have you wanted to accomplish something or hit a goal, right? And then you hit the goal and you're kind of like, oh, well, I thought it would feel different, right, than this. You may be really excited when you hit that goal for a moment or a day or a week, but then it quickly vanishes, right? So it's kind of like not allowing yourself to get too caught up in the destination, but asking yourself, the Knight of Pentacles is, how are you showing up every single day? Are you showing up for yourself? Are you committing to yourself? Are you loving yourself unconditionally every single day? Or are you only loving yourself on those days where you're accomplishing your to-do list, right? It's kind of like, no, I can love myself every single day and have compassion for myself. We don't have the same amount of energy every single day. Right? We cannot control what is going on in the external world around us. So every single day, we have to be flexible enough, right? We have to have this energy of going back and forth, right? Having flexibility, not having a strategy and saying, I have to stick to this plan. And if the plan changes, then I'm a failure. It's understanding, no, if the plan is changing midstream, right? Mid-path, mid-journey, that's okay as long as I'm showing up in my highest self, in my most loving energy. There is a big change ahead. You have the 3rd chakra and intuition manifestation. So you are definitely manifesting at this time. So Sag, it's about staying positive, keeping your eyes on the horizon. Where are you going? And then enjoying the journey, enjoying it every single day. Asking yourself, what is it that you believe in? What is important to you? Now, what's important to the people around you? What's important to you, right? Those are perhaps the self-care habits that you're being asked to put into place. No matter whether or not you deserve to have that bubble bath at the end of the day or not, but allowing yourself to love yourself enough to say, I want to have a bubble bath. Right? It's not about, maybe it's about allowing yourself to release the energy of, do I deserve this? Maybe you grew up in an environment where, you could have dessert once you finished all of your dinner. This is the energy of, understanding that you don't have to accomplish something before you can also enjoy something. It's about having a different perspective of understanding that there is an energy of grounding here by doing certain things, certain habits, certain routines on a daily basis, but also keeping your eyes on the horizon, keeping your eyes to the heavens, right? Allowing your intuition to guide you in the direction that you're going and not saying, well, but that wasn't part of the plan. How many times have you gone on a road trip? Okay, I love road trips. So, I'll have to say a lot of times I'll be going down a highway and then I'll see a sign for a historical marker or a little town that has a cute name to it or something, or a sign for, Mom Pop's restaurant next exit. And it's kind of like intuitively, I'm like, ooh, that sounds like something I would really enjoy, right? I'm going to go check that out. And I get off the highway now and go explore some other little detour, right? It's not on the agenda for the day, but it's something that lifts my spirit, right? Helps me to meet new people, to have different experiences. And that's what I think you're being asked to do. How can you allow yourself to enjoy the travels, to enjoy the path forward without only saying, no, I have to get to the hotel or I have to get to my destination? Are you allowing yourself to take some detours, to enjoy people a little bit more? I think there is a little bit of energy here of really and truly enjoying people. Because the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this can be child energy, but it's also about understanding you may be a novice. As you move forward, it may be a totally new way of living, of asking yourself, am I only following the list, the agenda, or am I also allowing my heart to kind of carry me in new areas? Driving down the road from, coming home from work and you see a coffee shop that you've never noticed before and saying, oh my goodness, I think I'll drop in there and get a cup of coffee and check it out, right? Allowing yourself to enjoy the travels, to enjoy your path and not just keeping your eye on that destination, and loving yourself whether or not you're hitting all the points on your agenda, all the things on your to-do list. Loving yourself because you're loving your own life, right? You're allowing your heart to carry you as you move forward. Really beautiful energy here, Sagittarius. Really beautiful. All right, so let's pull a final card for you for some final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Ambition. Yeah, I am ambitious and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. Okay, so here's the key. It's kind of like we have to allow ourselves to have that balance between divine feminine, divine masculine, right? Divine feminine is the energy of getting off and eating at a mom and pop restaurant, right? Some hole in the wall that you see an advertisement for on the highway. It's allowing yourself to take those detours or to have that bubble bath and linger a little bit, right? To take a walk in nature, to not just be committed to the to-do list, but also to replenish yourself, to love yourself unconditionally. There's a little bit of energy here where, you have the manifestation card twice. And remember I said stay positive, right? When we're kind of judging our life by what we are accomplishing or not accomplishing, right? We can get kind of negative because we're getting very tied to our goals or to our to-do list. And it brings in this negative energy. When we're enjoying what we're doing, we're enjoying the process of moving forward towards a goal. I'm not saying you're taking your mind off the goal, but it's kind of like enjoying the process. All of a sudden, new doors and opportunities open to you. New people come onto your path that are going to help you to progress a little bit more quickly because you have a higher vibration. You have more positive energy. So I think that is part of it. It's kind of like allowing yourself to say, yes, this is my goal, but I'm also going to enjoy it and enjoy the people that are coming onto my path to help me to reach my goal. Really beautiful energy here. All right, well, Sag, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.